Hi, hello everyone, this is Kara Donut Lady 7 and welcome to Serena. Now, from what I know about this game, it is supposed to be a horror game, but it doesn't have jump scares. It's supposed to be a point and click, and it's apparently kind of short, very short. I don't know, I read a couple of ones that were like, this was easy, went through real quick. A couple other people took like an hour or two. So I'm gonna try to do this in one sitting. We will see how well that goes. Alright, well, I have to say I like the music so far and the style looks interesting. Well, this is a very long intro. I will also try not to talk over anybody that might talk in this. I'm not sure if there's talking, but if there is, I will try not to talk over them.
Sometimes, when I make a great effort, I can remember her scent, the sweetness of her breath. Serena. Serena? Why can't I see you more clearly? Why can't I even remember? This was taken on that crisp winter night at our mutual friend's hunting lodge. We came back indoors, laughing, giddy as teenagers. It was truly like an enchanted time, like we were in a magic circle where no sorrow or pain could touch us. My love, we don't have a lot of photos of ourselves as a couple, so this one is quite important. The guy who snapped this, our host that night, used an actual film camera. It was a different world back then. My love, we don't have a lot of photos of ourselves as a couple, so this one is quite important.
I'm going to assume that's all I can see from that.
The furniture came with the cabin. Considering how off the beaten path this place is, that helped make up our mind. Sometimes she would brush her leg against mine under the table when we were eating. A curious, sensual thrill.
I don't know about that, but okay.
The table is worn but sturdy, just like our relationship was. Or is. I just don't know anymore.
Okay. Oh, also, in case you can't tell, this guy, I believe, has amnesia of some variety. He can't remember something.
Our dining table. Quite modest, but if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
And basically, we are attempting to figure out what happened to Serena.
I could tell plenty of stories about this table. To be honest, I'm surprised it's still in one piece.
Did you try to break it over each other's head or something? Yeah, but apparently we don't go out of this cabin from what I read. It's just the cabin in general. Apparently
the dining table was well worn even when we acquired the cabin. You could tell from its appearance that it had been the centerpiece of many happy occasions. And there were many more to come. Our dining table. Quite modest, but if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Okay. Okay, I was about to say, am I sitting? Do I just hop to things? Do I not walk? That's an interesting transition. Alright. A lot of books here. Are any of them important? Oh god, I'm gonna have to do a puzzle, aren't I, with something?
So much wisdom and happiness in this bookcase. My life would have been much poorer without all this. The smell of old books is intoxicating. What happens to wood pulp as it ages gives it that distinctive vanilla smell.
I'm not sure it's vanilla, but
I loved
looks
it
too
when we
small,
took
nice.
down one of my favorites and curled up on the bed to read together as the wind howled outside on cold winter nights. Most of the books are mine, but all of hers are still here too. A lot of rarities and special editions here. I didn't lend out my Necronomicon, did I? No, of course not.
Really, you have a Necronomicon. If that doesn't send up a couple red flags or at least raise some eyebrows, I don't know what
Most of the books
does.
are mine, but all of hers are still here too.
Can I get out now? Alright. Weird little hand that I have.
So many afternoons spent in this armchair.
Come sit with me. I want to talk. And cuddle.
What did we talk about? Damn this fallible memory of mine. The most comfortable spot in the cabin, well, along with the bed, of course. I can imagine her cuddling up to me even now, putting her hand under my shirt.
I don't really want to know this.
Of course, we made love here, too. There was no place in the cabin we didn't before things deteriorated.
Blech.
The most comfortable spot in the cabin, well,
Thank
along
you.
with the bed, of course.
And what is this? This is an interesting picture to have in your cabin. Right. Using not much else there. Yes, I apologize. I have no idea what I am doing, so...
This window never got much attention. Then again, the view isn't nearly as spectacular. Priorities, right? I guess it's covered with grease and grime from cooking, mostly.
Lovely.
There's probably nothing out there that I want to see, anyway. All the stuff I care about is inside. Well, except for Serena.
Right. Sorry, I'm just like attempting to check whatever I can click on. Because I don't know what I need to do. This is also a very strange picture to have. Nobody looks very happy in it. That's all I can say. That's a nice creek. I think I need to...
No, I don't want to leave right now. There's still something for me in here.
Alright. What does this say? Okay, look at this. Come love with peace in your heart, said Neon of the ice blue eyes. Ride with me, shed your mortal guise. Here is our mount, a snow white
I
mare. Come,
still can't
boast in
understand.
my-
Even the features of her face feel hazy and distant, like remnants of a broken dream.
Come, Oisin, to my garden fair, the land of youth. Ply your art, ours shall be the cycle of days. Our sun and
Somewhere
sky
in
and
here,
rainbows
in our
ways.
private refuge, there must be something that reminds me of her.
Well, I'm trying to read this, sir, so give
Come,
me a
love,
minute.
with peace in your heart, said Neav of the ice blue eyes. Blue eyes. It's based on an Irish folktale. Warrior poet O'Sheen goes to Tirnanog, a Celtic otherworld known as the Land of Youth and Promise.
Yep, I actually think I know this one.
Neav is of the Fey folk, the fair ones, fairies. Weird mix of doggerel and artistry. The elemental imagery is evocative, but the language and structure are a bit quaint. Still, some lines jump out at you. I've always been drawn to things that are kind of both good and bad at the same time. Maybe because that's so like life. My grandma introduced me to these old legends when I was just a kid, in between stories of what she could still remember of her childhood in the old country. Weird mix
That's nice.
of doggerel and artistry. The elemental imagery is evocative,
else
but the
around?
language and structure are a bit quaint. Still, some lines jump out at you.
I'm going to assume there's nothing else really over there except maybe in the kitchen. What about this thing? I have a feeling I have to get in here at some
We
point.
use this trunk to store trinkets and papers, but I can't help thinking there's something of importance inside.
Oh god, is her body in here? Sorry, this is a horror game, so I'm just like, worst case scenario, body.
It's too painful. I want to, but not yet.
Yeah, I also probably don't have the key, so. Alright. Let's see. What does that do? Alright, I sit down again if I do that. Alright, so I can't even really go over toward the kitchen then. So I'll just hear.
Sharing meals with a good red wine was one of the great pleasures in our relationship, especially in the intimacy of this cabin. I should probably eat. Can't remember the last time I ate, yet I don't feel hungry. I have more pressing things on my mind right now than culinary exploits.
Alright, I get it.
This one wobbles. I always meant to do something about that, but somehow never got around to it.
Yeah, and honestly, as long as you don't fall off of it, it's not that bad if it wobbles.
This used to be her favorite spot. She used to sit here, put her legs on the table, lean back, and just give me one of her smiles. Those effervescent, incandescent smiles.
Okay, if she's leaning back on that, then obviously it's going to wobble.
Once we
Just
dragged
saying.
these chairs out to the lake and scrubbed off all the dust and grime of years. That was a long time ago. For all the charm of furniture like this, something about it reminds me of Ingmar Bergman. Sort of brooding.
Maybe that's because this entire place looks very rugged and slightly
One of a
creepy.
matching pair, obviously. There was a piece of gum stuck to the underside of this chair back when we bought this place. We just left it there.
Why? I mean, if you're gonna scrub off the dirt and stuff, why not get the
For
gum
all the
off too?
charm of furniture like this, something about it reminds me of Ingmar Bergman. Sort of brooding.
Let's see here. Wait, now do I have to go over this way more? I'm in the corner. I have been bad. Right,
The
Mr.
clock is a trophy from our flea market adventures. Chalk this particular purchase up to every cabin needs one. The ticking begins to feel homey after a while. Time never mattered much to us while we were hiding from the rest of the world here, as long as we were together and happy. The clock has always been rather autonomous. No matter how many times we've wound it up, it keeps going out of sync. Actually, I think it might have gone out of sync again. No trusting this clock. I wonder what time it is. As if it mattered. The clock has always been rather autonomous. No matter how many times we've wound it up, it keeps going out of sync.
Important here. Okay, don't really care about this. Sorry. Probably gonna have to look at that anyway. Ugh, I don't want to. I mean, don't get me wrong, corsets are cool looking, but I don't really care.
She was special. Contradictory. She didn't mind these. Actually, I think she was into them too.
I'm sorry, I'm just staring at this. I'm terrified of dolphins. Line. What's wrong with dolphins? Just don't get them mad at you like most things.
That looks interesting. We can always try it.
How about no?
I read it for the articles, of course. Like that one by the guy. That one about the thing.
Yes. I believe you so much
I
on
needed
that
some
one.
incentive to go check the mailbox from time to time. It's some way through the woods. Something good left in this world. They still make covers like this. Erotic, not obscene. She's
Yeah.
beautiful, but what's her obsession with dolphins?
I was questioning that
I
as well.
needed some
Are we done?
incentive to go check the mailbox from
Yes,
time to
good.
time.
Okay.
It's some way through the woods.
Guessing there's nothing else in there for right now.
We
What's
used
with
to
this
keep a
lamp?
pitcher of water and a glass on this nightstand, but they're not here now.
No kidding.
There's a thick layer of dust and an almost invisible outline where we kept the water pitcher. It hasn't been long enough for so much dust to accumulate, has it? For some
Probably
reason, I
has.
always slept on the side of the bed closer to the window. Never asked myself why. We weren't good at housekeeping, always focusing on other aspects of our life together. But the dust does stand out a lot more when Serena's suddenly not here. I'll dust it off some other time. For some reason, I always slept on the side of the bed closer to the window. Never asked myself why. It's a beautiful
Let's look
day,
at the window.
though there's an unnatural calm surrounding the area. I've always loved the hazy afternoon shades of this place.
You should really clean the windows, just saying. It's hard to see anything.
It's deep into summer, so there's a few hours left until it gets dark. The sunlight is so bright here. In other circumstances, this would have been the perfect afternoon for us. There's a crack in this window from a tantrum she threw some time ago. It wasn't the only thing she threw. Not exactly perfect soundproofing.
Yeah, well, everybody fights, but throwing stuff is probably a little too far.
The sunlight can be confusing, oppressive, as if pregnant with some ill omen. Or is the stress finally catching up with me? The sunlight is so bright here. In other circumstances, this would have been the perfect afternoon for us. Comme une évidence, Serena's favorite perfume. I've always told Serena that she doesn't need to wear perfume. Her presence is magical enough already.
That's kind of cute. But if she wants to smell nice, she can smell
Smells
nice.
so elegant. There's violet leaf and silk tree blossom, I think. This perfume is perfect for Serena. Why didn't I ever notice?
Probably because it's not that important to you.
We were happy for a long time. At least, I think we were. But as time passed, we fought about every little thing, even this. I keep
That's not
looking
good.
at her things, remembering all the good and bad.
As you often do.
Depends on how you look at it. Either a wonderful sensory stimulant, an aphrodisiac, or a subtle weapon in the mating rituals of Homo sapiens.
I'm just like, it smells nice. That's what I think of perfume anyway.
We were happy for a long time. At least, I think we were. But as time passed, we fought about every little thing, even this.
Okay, this is a very interesting picture. The tentacle is a bit odd. And your face is just amazing. Waiting for asylum. Okay.
These keys are for the cabin and the car. If the keys are here, does she have her spare? I should probably stay here in case she doesn't. Did she even have her own spare? We also have a key for the outhouse, but can't be bothered to keep it anywhere other than under that rock next to the thing. No one comes here anyway.
Yeah, that's not good, probably. Being all in a cabin with just a couple people is gonna make you stir crazy after a while.
We did have a night prowler once who left a mark inside the outhouse, but we rarely lock it anyway.
Do I want to know what this
I
mark
never
was?
noticed it before, but there's some rust on the ring. Should get a new one. We also have a key for the outhouse, but can't be bothered to keep it anywhere other than under that rock next to the thing. No one comes here anyway.
Anything else? Doesn't seem like it. What about this one?
They prevent my blood pressure from skyrocketing. Doctor's orders. And Serena's. I'm generally not fond of taking medication. I find it hard to believe ingesting a few chemicals will do me much good in the long run.
Well, I can understand
Don't
that.
forget your pill, hun. I know you'd rather not, but you know it's for the best.
Beta blockers. I have high blood pressure. I'm only supposed to take these before meals. Not a big fan of them. They do tend to alleviate my headaches, though. Beta blockers. I have high blood pressure.
Alright. Fair enough. Why am I staring so closely at a comb?
There's a strand of blonde hair in the comb.
Going to guess
Yes.
Serena's?
Blonde hair like sun rays. I'm remembering.
Is that good?
What's wrong with my memory? Did I have a stroke? She also had a brush, but I can't see it anywhere, nor some of her other personal items. It's just a regular comb bought from a supermarket, new enough to still have all its teeth.
Yeah, because these things will break on you if you don't get a very good comb.
Hers. I used it too, when shaving. There's only an outhouse, and for some reason, whoever erected the rickety thing didn't think to include wall-to-wall mirrors, so this came in handy.
Yes, because every outhouse needs wall-to-wall mirrors. It's not at all creepy to watch yourself go to the bathroom.
Should I dust for fingerprints? I might if I were in a detective story.
Well, maybe you are.
After all these years, it permanently smells of her and her perfume. The last thing I need now is to see myself in the mirror. I must look awful. There's dust on this, too. It's everywhere. After all these years, it permanently smells of her and her perfume.
Okay, it's the same thing. Good actual stuff that might be
Dearest,
helpful.
how do I say any of this? I like your way with words, but if I don't write this, I don't know what I'll do. My life feels so unreal now, dreamlike, but wonderfully so. Let me try, even if clumsily. The hours I spent with you when we last met are precious to me. I was so lost such a short time ago. Everything seemed drained of color and feeling. I think we were meant to find each other, to bring meaning to our lives again, make sense of the confusion shrouding both of us. When we stepped into the crystal silence of the snowy woods, away from the chatter of the guests, all nature seemed expectant, as if holding its breath, witnessing a rare moment of something infinitely better than what life in the ordinary run of things has to offer. Do you remember how the light crust of the snow glittered in the reflected light of the country house? How the copse of trees in which we walked was haloed with a magical aura? I felt the chill of the night air, and you opened your coat and enfolded me in your arms, and we hugged tight, sharing the warmth, sharing the only thing any of us have to share on this earth when you think about it. And then you toppled us on the snow, you devil. We laughed and rolled around, my head already spinning from the wine and crisp, pure night air and the stillness all around. We lay back, and I gasped when I realized what I was seeing. The luminous starscape, like a vast velvet cloth sprinkled with powdered sugar, like it can only be seen in the countryside. I had tears in my eyes when I turned to you and we kissed, and it felt like the only moment in all of time, or outside time, and ours was the only spark that could ignite the universe. You gave me these moments. You complete me in ways I never knew to dream of. Let me be the one who makes sense of the confusion whenever you feel lost again. We can make our own world against the rest of the world if need be. Together we can silence all the demons, heal all the wounds. I love you. In eternity yours, Serena.
Why do I have a feeling this guy doesn't just have high blood pressure? I mean, I'm just guessing, given that this is a horror game, that he might be ever so slightly mentally unstable. Possibly Serena too. I don't honestly know. I'm just taking wild guesses here. This was very cute, though.
It's been so long since I said her name out loud. I think that's the moment I fell in love with her, when she told me the soothing sound of her name.
Anything important's hiding around?
So glad to meet you. My name is Serena.
Please don't do that. Alright. Why can't I look at the watch? Like, what am I missing?
My heart is racing. I can't help but feel there's something I have to do.
I believe you. I'm just trying to figure out what where. Can I go over there? Thank you.
Where is she?
Come on. Alright, thank you, thing.
She used to keep magazines, paperback novels, usual stuff on these nightstands when we were staying here.
Good night, love.
She would always bring her reading material like I did. Why are these nightstands so empty?
Probably because you haven't been here in years. That's
Dust
my guess.
everywhere. The amount of dust on it might make me hack up a lung. It's full of little scratches and gouges. Dust everywhere. She is fairly religious, not me. I'm the cold and cynical bastard, but I don't remember that ever being an issue between us. She always thought our relationship was a blessing. God, how I miss her. No longer the cynical asshole, I guess. Her faith came as a surprise to me. She was never prudish about sex, so I just didn't expect it. I guess people simply aren't that predictable.
Yeah, your religion doesn't always have to have any bearing on what you think of sex. Because, trust me, I know quite a few people, quite a few different religions, all very different.
No, I don't want to read right now. Especially not a Bible. I have no need for the words in there. I don't feel like being admonished by a deity right now. She adored all things of nature. I remember her long walks out in the woods. Curiously, we never brought many plants inside the cabin. We were surrounded by so many outside, I guess we were saturated by them. At least I was. Maybe I should have let her bring some plants inside. She liked them a lot. A plant is a plant, beautiful to some, boring to others. They say these things are alive. If they are, it must be a horrible existence, confined in their own silent, dark world.
I don't know, I always thought that flowers could communicate with each other, like all plants could. But I'm weird like that, so...
We have much more interesting things than this plant inside the cabin. Like my books. A plant is a plant.
Yes.
Beautiful to some, boring to others.
You find it boring, I got it.
Quite a large armoire for our admittedly Spartan needs. She uses most of it. We all have our skeletons in the closet, but not Serena. She was perfect. I'm not sure why, but I don't feel like opening it. The sole thought of it drains what little energy I have left in me.
Ay, ay. I wish there was some sort of hint that I could get right now. Because I feel like I'm missing things somehow.
Maybe later. There's nothing of interest inside the closet anyway. Sometimes we joked we needed to be so far out in the woods because that's how our sex life was. Far out.
Oh, brother.
The furniture came with the cabin, but the bedclothes we brought with us. A place like this needs some luxury, but without her, there are no monsters under the bed. I guess they're all in my head. I feel too restless to sleep right now.
Look what I made, hun, in case we ever need to sweep something under the carpet. See the pattern of yellow squares? It's from this rug I remembered from my nursery. I must have been like 3 or 4, but it always stuck with me.
I always resisted the temptation to sweep things under there when it was my turn to tidy up.
I like how it seems to skip over.
The rug's all
the
crooked
lines here
again.
and there.
Can you help me straighten it out?
And no trap door under there, just more creaky floor.
That's fair enough. Alright, now, like, what am I supposed to do?
I could tell plenty of stories about this table. To be honest, I'm surprised it's still in one piece.
Alright, let me make sure this thing hasn't changed. No. Doesn't seem to. Do I need to look at the picture again? Like, I don't know, does this hint if I'm doing better? Oh. Hello? Apparently
The guy
you've
who
shown back
snapped
up.
this, our host that night, used an actual film camera. It was a different... My love. We don't have a lot of photos of ourselves as a couple, so this one is quite important.
Okay. It looks like her
The
face
guy
is
who
back.
snapped this, our host that night, used an actual film camera. It was a different world back then.
Okay. I'm like, if... Like, what do I do now? Do I need to go check the clock again? You just dingled. And the music has picked up again and been kind of strange.
How long has it been, I wonder? I can't tell. And I miss her so much. That ticking, it never stops. I've wasted so much time in my life. Did I ever take a break to show her how much I truly cared? Actually, I think it might have gone out of sync again. No trusting this clock.
Anything?
I wonder what time it is. As if it mattered.
Okay, this music is not helping right now. What about this? Did you dingle? I mean, obviously I did something. But, like, what did I do exactly? Comes the question. I mean, I'm assuming that I gotta go back over stuff.
Is there anything worse than beautiful memories turning to dust? I feel like I don't even have the strength to lift the lid. What once gave me so much joy now fills me with unbearable sorrow. We found this trunk at a flea market. We used to love rummaging around those in our early years. Big enough for a lifetime of mementos. We hated guns, so we never had any, even out here. But this would have been a good place to keep one, since it can be locked. We found this trunk at a flea market. We used to love
Alright.
rummaging around those in our early years.
Okay, what do I do now?
Why?
Do I...
I might just as well stay here.
Alright, fair enough.
Could you take this out and beat it, love? It's getting a bit dusty.
It's one of the few decorative things here. We weren't much of homemakers, either of us. I remember us washing it properly in the lake many summers ago. Once. I always resisted the temptation to sweep things under there when it was my turn to tidy up.
Wait, do you change if I look at you? Doesn't seem to. Sorry, I'm like, I feel like I've done something. What? I don't know. Have you changed either? Doesn't look like it.
Come sit with me. I want to talk. There's something I have to tell you. I have been trying, and believe me, I've been trying so hard.
I almost have it. What was she trying to tell me?
I'm gonna guess either we need to break up or I'm pregnant.
I can imagine her cuddling up to me even now, putting her hand under my shirt.
Okay, let's see over here. The freaking clock dinged again. Like, I'm assuming I found something, but like
Without
what?
any activity, the corner feels cold and lifeless. Someone said, work and love are the only things that ever really happen to us. Was it Freud or Marilyn Monroe?
I'm not sure. Both of them have pretty good
Did
sayings,
I let
though.
my work destroy my love? Writing was so all-consuming for me, yet I made so little headway in all this time. It all seems so meaningless now, drained of everything that made it worth reading in the first place. A lot of rarities and special editions here. I didn't lend out my Necronomicon, did I? No, of course not. Most of the books are mine, but all of hers are still here too. A lot of rare. I didn't lend out my Necronomicon. Most of the books are mine, but all of hers are still here too.
Sorry, I'm just like trying to figure out what I need to do. Do I need to look at the picture again? Yeah, she now looks unhappy.
It's different. But that just... It can't be different. Am I going
I
mad?
think you're remembering. No, I think you're remembering
Somehow she looks sadder than I remembered. Could I really have been so wrong about that night? She's angry now. Part of me realizes I should be more shocked by this, but for some reason, I just feel numb, beyond it. She was lying to me and manipulating me all the time. Why did I let her do that?
What are we talking
I'm the one who should have been scowling. She played me like a harp and made me look like a complete idiot. All of these pathetic souvenirs from our relationship, they're all lies. I couldn't care less about this damn thing. I torture myself trying to remember. I'm too upset to even think straight. I hate her so much. All of these pathetic souvenirs from our relationship, they're all lies. This armchair. This is where we had that talk. That damn...
I've been trying so hard, but we lost something along the way. Did you get my letter? Will you just listen to me for once? God, you're always... Wait, where are you going? Don't walk away from me.
I couldn't care less about this damn thing. Why torture myself trying to remember? Incessant noise. I should smash this useless antique to pieces right now. It can't keep the time for 5 minutes straight. Chimes completely at random and never stops making that infernal noise. But hey, guess who thought it was so cute? This thing has caused me more sleepless nights than I care to remember. No wonder I'm going crazy. I'm too upset to even think straight.
Why must I always be the one to fill the damn pitcher?
When did the place get so out of hand? I hate dust, and so did she, but here's a whole freaking cake of it. If I kicked the nightstand, the dust would billow up and swallow me like a desert storm. I hate her so much. All of these pathetic souvenirs from our relationship, they're all lies. Sunlight. Birdsong. Nothing feels worse when there's no hope, no chance of anything. The light is so dim here. Makes me want to chop down every tree outside. There's only a limited window of opportunity for everything. And I wasted mine. I couldn't care less about this damn thing.
Yeah, you have problems, sir. I was gonna say we, but I'm like, I'm not you. I don't have these problems right now. I am a single Pringle, so.
Dearest, how do I say any of this? I like your way with words, but if I don't... And then you toppled us on the snow, you devil.
Right, that's the same. That didn't change.
She once told me how I supposedly used words to fool her somehow, but what did she think this stuff was? Natural?
She probably thought it was just good smelling
How was I supposed to react when she used this anyway? She knew I loved her. It's not like we have to say it over and over again. The smell of this disgusts me. So many lies, so much deceit. She probably left it here just to spite me. Why torture myself trying to remember?
Where are you going? Oh, that's rich. Just run away.
I just needed to blow off steam, to be somewhere else, just for a while. But I can't even remember what we argued about. Unless she was the one who left. I'm too upset to even think straight. I hate her so much. I tried to high blood pressure. What a load of bull. I've never felt better in my life.
I'm sick and tired of having to pamper you like a baby. Fine, I hope you have a great, lonely time at the hospital.
All of these pathetic souvenirs from our relationship, they're all lies. I couldn't care less about this damn thing. How could I have been so blind? Her vanity, always fixing her hair before bed.
Okay, I have curly hair. If I don't brush my hair before bed, I get horrible tangles, dude.
Doting on her hair like a child. But I'm being unfair. Would I have wanted her to be some frump? I'm too angry to even care. All she cared about was herself all along. Her needs, her feelings. That's all that ever mattered to her. What about mine? Why torture myself trying to remember? I can't even bear to look at my face. She's really done a number on me. She never descended to criticizing my looks, though, even when we fought, even when my hairline started going. But it was a sore point for me. My thoughts are all over the place. Get it together, damn it. I'm too upset to even think straight.
All right. Let's see.
The stains on this bed suddenly make me mad. Angry, even. Why must life always end up so sordid and hateful? I'm not crawling in there. I'm too riled up for that, and it's just not dark enough anyway. I hate her so much. All the real color faded from it long ago. It must be full of dust mites. I should burn it. I told her the rug was fine work, like I know anything about handicrafts. But it's what the Empress wanted to hear, wasn't it? All of these pathetic souvenirs from our relationship, they're all lies. It's finally sinking in. She's not coming back. Nothing in this cabin will ever change again unless it's by my hand.
We don't have any more light bulbs. I'm sick of this thing anyway. We're chipping away at what little money we have because of a piece of junk.
I couldn't care less about this damn thing. Why torture myself trying to remember? It's just a book. What good will reading a fairy tale do me? Stupid, feeble-minded woman with her silly menial things. It was she who didn't deserve me. I wouldn't waste my intellect on this sublunary distraction. She probably cared more for this plant than she cared for me. I'm too upset to even think straight.
Okay, we obviously had some major problems here that were not worked out properly. Sorry guys, I'm just like clicking on everything to try to make sure I didn't miss anything. I feel like eventually every drawer's gonna have something.
I should tear all her filthy, disease-ridden clothes apart and burn them.
That's a little
Everything she
extreme.
wore, just to lure me in. Not even these violent impulses give me the strength I need to open the armoire. What is wrong with me? I hate her so much. All of these pathetic souvenirs from our relationship, they're all lies.
Right. How about over here? Anything change? Aha! Changeable man, insolent wench. Who was it made the first overtures? Named love unending at times endures. As time endures. Even as we rode across my father's realm, the mystic sea, burnish thy poet's helm. Know this, scribe it in thy final sketch. Spell thy love without fault to the fay, or end thy life with feet of mortal clay.
Changeable man, insolent wretch. Ha ha, sounds like Serena, all right. Her father's realm. She was a daughter of the Celtic sea god Manannán. What was it? Maclur? Scholars say Niamh's divine father, Manannán, was of an elder race even more ancient than the Tuatha Danann.
I thought it was Tuatha De Danann.
I couldn't care less
Maybe I'm
about
wrong.
this damn thing.
But this thing. Okay, good. I was afraid there was going to be something else in here.
Her jewelry box. What is it doing here?
I sit here on the train, taking me to my final farewell to the ones who brought me to this world. I see the smiling couples on their way to new adventures and think, that used to be us. We had joy and laughter and friends once, but a memory is not the thing itself. You're very good at letting things you don't want to face slip off you. You continue as if nothing has changed, lost in your own lifeless world. Words and dreams may be enough for you. You know what? You'll get a chance to test that soon. I question how I once saw things. How much of what I thought we had were my own feelings, and how much of your manipulation, because you are so very good with words, aren't you? You knew how to use them when we met, and for the longest time, I went along with the romantic whirl you conjured up around our shabby, isolated existence. Oh, it took me long enough to see it for what it was. And there were these moments that you swept me off on foolish flights of fancy, when I threw myself into your fantasies. You wove your spell, plying me with your magic and with wine in equal measure, and I was taken in like the lost little girl I was. Do you realize all the pain you've caused me? They say if you have to ask whether someone loves you, you already know the answer. Protestations to the contrary can no more convince me any more than I can make my own mother or father draw breath again. Your aloofness tells a different story.
Oh boy, things got bad.
I no
didn't
longer
they?
know what you're thinking. With my parents gone and with your refusal to even accompany me in my time of need, something broke. Or maybe it happened long ago, but I never saw it so clearly before, even after everything. I don't make you feel comfortable? Really? That's all you have to say? I won't waste any more life waiting for things that'll never come. Of course, that's what you expect me to do. Play the good wife so no one will laugh at you for being the failure you are, to shield you from the truth of your existence. Lost in your books and vapid verse, blithely drifting into the mists of time, as if not even a footnote when you could be raking at it if you'd only used your words for anything other than personal indulgence. You talked and talked about your path, the winter blueness of my eyes, all that nonsense, and the years rolled by, the seasons came and went, on, you pursuing your dreams that will never be, lost in your damned words, looking for clues you'll never find. I'm sure you're doing it even now with your rotting books. You took the best years of my life, and gave only empty words in return. We've gone as far as we can, and something's got to give.
It's just a
That
bunch of
is not
schmaltzy
good.
junk. A shrine to naivety. I don't see anything else. I should just destroy this useless junk. But not even the venom inside me gives me strength. Why torture myself trying to remember? I'm too upset to even think straight. I hate her so much. All of these pathetic souvenirs from our relationship, they're all lies.
Alright, well, I am grateful that didn't have something really gross in there. That's all I can say. Alright, did you change really quick? Nope, okay. Let's see if this picture's changed. I have a feeling it has. And
I couldn't care
Yeah.
less about this damn thing.
Alright, now here's my question. I have a jewelry box. What do I do with it?
Why torture myself trying to remember? I want to
I'm
hurl
trying to
the
figure out
whole
what I
damn
need to do
lot
here.
into the lake. Or just tear at the pages until the wind sweeps them away. Some of these started to mildew long ago. Nothing gold can stay. Frost.
I have to say, some of the names of these books sound very interesting, and I wonder if they're real. Like, zombie space dinosaurs from the deep ate my family. That sounds like a very good
those
B-movie.
words. Those damn words. My whole life's been consumed by them. Now I have none left to say. I'm too upset to even think straight. I tried to be charitable with her, but what did it get me? Honestly, she could rarely carry a tune, so her humming habit got on my nerves. My wife has no indulgence given except what comes to her from heaven. We eat little, we drink less. This earth breeds not our happiness. William Blake. Never those dry, blackened omelets again. Good riddance. I hate her so much.
Right. No, you look the same, I think. You guys don't seem to change either. Weird. Thank you. Give me that.
All of this,
Anything
these
else?
pathetic It's like looking into my own soul right now. Did I see shadows move? No. Just my imagination. It's like the whole world is against me. Even my mind is playing tricks on me. I couldn't care less about this damn thing.
Let's see. Something tells me I still can't
A
go
part
out.
of me still thinks she'll forgive me and come back. But I've lost all hope now. Do I deserve to be forgiven? What about all the things she did and all the things she said?
Words and dreams may be enough for you, but you know what? You'll get a chance to test that soon because I've had enough.
Why torture myself trying to remember? I'm too upset to even think straight. I hate her so much.
Alright, let's go this way.
All of these pathetic souvenirs from our relationship, they're all lies. I couldn't care less about this damn thing. Why torture myself trying to remember? Maybe I should have a look at the contact pages. Her and her damn spice. Wow, two can play at that game. Serena thought she was so special, always trying to make our sex life edgy and exciting. Now I can see she was just afraid of admitting how bland and boring she really was.
That's a little mean, but I'm not sure how you guys ended your relationship.
Too
and it
upset to
doesn't
even
sound good,
think
so-
straight. I hate her so much. All of this.
Excuse me, everybody.
these
I guess the
pathetic
dust in there is
souvenirs
getting
from
to
our
me.
relationship, they're all lies. I couldn't care less about this damn thing. Why torture myself trying to remember? I'm too upset to even think straight. I hate her so much.
No,
All of this,
that hasn't
these
changed.
pathetic souvenirs from our relationship, they're all lies. I couldn't care less about this damn thing.
Hang on. I wanted to check the drawer. Give me the drawer.
Dearest, how do I say any of And then you toppled us on this.
Okay, that doesn't change. Oops. Alright, checked in there.
Why torture myself trying to remember? I'm too upset to even think straight.
Okay, hang on. Got like one or two more places to check really quick.
I hate her so much. God has never been there for me when I needed comfort. Why would he want to go out of his mysterious ways to help me now? All of these I couldn't care less about this damn thing.
Alright. Let's see. I don't know if
Why
checking the bed
torture
on this side will
myself
do
trying to
anything.
remember?
Nope. Alright. Seems like nothing in there. How about in here? I'm sorry to anybody that has played this and knows exactly where I need to go and what to do, but I don't have a clue. I looked in this one, right? No, I kept accidentally not looking in this one. Alright.
I'm too upset to even think straight.
No? Okay. I think I've looked at everything I can. I mean, I've got a jewelry box.
Sit down. We need to talk.
When did it go so wrong? This was supposed to be a... We weren't supposed to fight here.
You just don't get it, do you? You never do.
I hate her so much. All of these pathetic souvenirs from our relationship, they're all lies.
Right.
I couldn't care less about this damn thing. Why torture myself trying to remember?
Yes, go ahead and empty the whole salt shaker on your meal. I hope you choke.
She was always yammering about the salt, feigning concern about my blood pressure. Should have emptied this into her lying throat till she vomited. If she were here, I'd rub salt into her wounds, all right, just like she's rubbed salt into mine. I'm too upset to even think straight. Truth is, I could have used this spice to get some of her abominations down my throat. She never had any sense for balancing a meal. It was either spicy hot or cringeworthy bland. I was used to much better fare before my family fell on hard times. Almost empty. So typical of you, Serena. Not one limit. I hate her so much. All of these pathetic souvenirs from our relationship, they're all lies. I couldn't care less about this damn thing.
There we go. All right. Make sure
Why
this
torture myself trying to remember?
I knew this had to be here eventually.
I remember how happy these made her. She smiled. That wonderful smile. I must have gifted these to make amends or something. Or did I? Did I ever gift her anything? She loved her trinkets more than she loved me. Right? I'm too upset to even think straight. I hate her so much. Her wedding ring or mine? But what is it doing here? Oh, please, no. It's hers. I can't believe she would just leave it here. Where the hell is she? No. It can't. No. No, I didn't do it. I need to wake up from this nightmare.
You didn't divorce her? I mean, that would be the best case scenario in a horror game. You just divorced her.
Pathetic souvenirs from our relationship. They're all lies.
I'm gonna assume you might have changed.
I couldn't care less about this damn thing.
It's fair enough. Thank you. Alright. Did you change?
Why torture myself trying to remember?
Nope. Right, anything here?
I'm too upset to even think straight. I couldn't care less about this damn thing. Why torture myself trying to remember?
I sit here on the train, I no longer know what you're thinking.
Alright, that's the same, it seems. Let's see.
I'm too upset to even think straight.
Alright.
I hate her so much.
No. I'm grateful the pictures haven't changed, because that would have been even creepier to me.
All of these pathetic souvenirs from our relationship, they're all lies. I couldn't care less about this damn thing.
Nope. Alright, I
Why torture myself trying to remember?
Just in case, I'm trying to, like, check everything.
I'm too upset to even think straight.
Alright, I heard you. Picture, please.
I hate her so much. All of this, these pathetic souvenirs from our relationship, they're all lies. I couldn't care less about this damn thing. Why torture myself trying to remember? I'm too upset to even think straight.
Yes, I know.
I hate her so much. All of these pathetic souvenirs from our relationship, they're all lies. I couldn't care less about this damn thing.
Fair enough.
Why torture myself trying to remember? I'm too upset to even think straight. Guess I could have thanked that heartless slut at least once whenever she covered up her body. No, this isn't like me.
Aye.
I must calm down. If anyone is to be blamed, that's me. This ugly old thing makes me feel sick. I hate her so much. All of these pathetic souvenirs from our relationship, I couldn't care less about this damn thing. Why torture myself trying to remember? I'm too upset to even think straight. I hate her so much. All of these pathetic souvenirs from our relationship, they're all lies.
Alright. So, what exactly am I looking for? Because it seems like most things have stopped changing.
Dearest,
and doing whatever.
and then you toppled us on.
Yeah, that's the same. Pretty sure I looked at the window again.
I couldn't care less about this damn thing. Why torture myself trying to remember?
This way, please.
I'm too upset to even think straight. I hate her so much. All of these pathetic souvenirs from our relationship, they're all lies. I couldn't care less about this damn thing.
Nothing. I don't know if I need to check the picture again, or if I can actually open this armoire now. Oh, let's try the armoire before we go check the picture again. Oh boy. Well, again, not nearly as bad as I thought it was. Oh god, it was as bad as I thought it was.
My God. What is this? It can't. It isn't. How did it happen?
It is.
I
You went nuts.
can't remember. It's already rotten beyond
You probably
recognition.
don't want to.
But how much time has passed? It's dry
A lot.
and withered. A body takes at least weeks to... How long has it been? I can't even
Probably
remember
way
how
too
I
long.
did it. Maybe I didn't. Do I have brain damage? Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised.
Ugh. I was hoping that I wouldn't have to do this. But of course I do. Do I have to touch this? No, thank God. I swear I hear talking now, and that
Please,
doesn't help me at all.
let me wake up. Let it be a dream. In that sleep of death,
Yeah,
what
you and me both.
dreams may come. I can't bring myself to close my eyes. I know I'll see her. What have I done?
Yeah, please, I just don't want to look at that for right now.
I remember stumbling on this more than once, but she always insisted it be kept here. She did it on purpose. This rug. I could wrap the body in it. No, I can't. I can't even think about this. It's grotesque. Red like blood. Yellow like dead eyes.
Okay,
I used to
think I'm
have some
supposed to look
sleeping
until I can't
pills
look
here.
anymore.
They're gone. Oh, I'd give anything for a bottle of scotch. So many things wrong. Different. What happened? I remember none of it. Nothing. Is this purgatory? Job, was it?
Yeah, it could be.
Why did I not die at birth? For now I would have lain down and been quiet. I would have slept. I would have been at rest. To hell with this book. My own dark world. Barely alive. Is this my eternal punishment? I wonder if this plant is poisonous. With my luck, it would just give me a headache. Atropa belladonna. You were a better fate for me.
Okay, I keep hearing humming or something, and I don't need that right now. I am not a horror person. I don't like this. Okay, please. Just... Thank you. Game, let me just check everything so I can get out of this, if I can, please. Okay, can I not even move? Am I just, like, stuck here? Alright, one of you drawers, please open. Alright, given that this didn't have a very specific opening, it just said the name and then went into it, I'm almost curious if this is just it, but I honestly don't know. I also don't know if I have to have that open so I can move. Or what exactly. Like, okay,
No.
good. I'm like, please, can I move
No.
some? I have a feeling I gotta look at more
This
stuff.
isn't happening.
I'm pretty sure it's happening, sir. No offense. Too far.
The sun is a silent death for some. Dehydration. Delirium. If I smash the window, I could just slit my wrists with the shards.
Oh boy, you really are
Bashing my
mentally
head through
unhinged
might
now,
cut a
aren't you?
carotid artery. Even quicker than the wrists. Dust. Only dust. Will I see another dawn after this long night? I'd
Given the
do
way your brain's
anything
going
to
right now, I
forget,
don't think so.
to be able to focus on something. Just read again. Anything other than... Dear God, would death be guaranteed? If I'm too much of a coward to try killing myself with this. No light. Only darkness. I feel sick. Flesh. Temptations. Oh no. I couldn't. Not after. I didn't touch her. I could have, but no. I did not.
Well, somebody killed her and put her in there, and that's all I gotta say about that.
I can't bear looking at this. all the neglect within. I didn't look enough at her. And now, it's too late. Her purple dress, like it was torn out of the night sky. And I tore her life from her. It smells sour and musty, like decay.
Probably because it's been sitting there for
Dolls.
years.
Shit. Evidence. I can't run from this. I didn't deserve her.
Nope.
Whatever happens to me, I will deserve it. Shattering it would get me some sharp shards, but now, I'm so drained. It's all futile anyway. If only I could see her hold this again. But now, this is real. No dream was ever like this.
Not unless it's a nightmare.
Touch it.
Nope.
It was hers. What did I do to my love? What's happening to me? Is this real or some kind of drug-fueled nightmare? Wish I could overdose myself with this. Nah, an easy way out is never the best one. My head is pounding. Is it the pills I never took? Is this my punishment? She's not coming back. She never left. I've been running from a lot, but I can't run away from this. I must be in shock. It still hasn't sunk in emotionally what I must have done. What else would explain it? The last thing I need now is to see myself in the mirror. I must look awful. There's dust on this, too. It's everywhere. When was the last time she brushed her hair? Did I brush her hair? They say hair is just dead cells anyway. The more hair you have, the more strands of dead cells sprouting from your scalp, streaming behind you in your wake. After all these years, it permanently smells of her and her perfume. The last thing I need now is to see myself in the mirror. I must look awful.
We had a plan. I took measures to ensure nothing like this would happen. But no, I couldn't help your downfall. We can't risk moving it now. The bulldozers are coming any minute.
Don't worry. It's all covered. We spent much
Dearest, how do I say? And then you toppled us on this.
Right after all this time,
Sorry about that.
it's been months since you. Fine. Give me the kerosene.
Isn't time supposed to heal all wounds? I've really gone insane this
stop
time,
ticking.
haven't I? I could swear time is standing still. How long must I suffer?
We had a plan. I took measures to ensure nothing like this would happen. But no, we couldn't help your downfall.
There's dust on this, too. It's everywhere. After all these years, it permanently smells of her and her perfume.
It's all covered. We spent much time here.
Do I have to look in the mirror later?
After all this time,
Fire will do it.
it's been months since you.
Fire will do it.
Fine. Give me the kerosene.
With a twist of wind, Oisin fell hard. On his homeland ground, watched his mount flee. Looked up and found a silent banshee?
We had a plan.
Crone of silver hair, how come I here? Stranger as all on time's rocking bear, thou art old, but recall to me a bard I knew in youth. Now make way, man's husks.
Don't worry.
I go bury my past in the
With a
crimson
twist
dusk.
of wind, Oisin fell hard on his homeland ground.
Fire will do
You and me both, my warrior poet. You and me both. I read somewhere, I forget where, only one way a fairy romance can end. There's only one way anything can end, really.
Do you realize how stupid this was? We had a plan. Measures to ensure nothing.
It might as well be a coffin.
But no,
Everything within it is just
you're down, so.
dead.
Can't risk moving it now.
I should bury my sorry self in it. All those memories.
All covered.
I'm so sorry, Serena. I loved you.
I sit here on the train, taking me to my final. I no longer know what you're thinking.
Fine. Kerosene.
Come on, one more out, please. Alright, so my assumption is he went a little crazy when she got upset about something and
Dead,
killed her
worm-eaten
and put her
wood.
in the armoire.
Nothing like this would happen. But no,
I'm not
couldn't help
100% sure if
The
that's
many
what happened
times we
or
sat
what,
here.
but that's my assumption.
So many.
coming any minute.
To think there would ever be a last time.
All covered.
The dinners, the
Not
laughs.
much time
I can't bear looking at it any longer.
Tired after all this time?
here. Fire will do it.
It's been months since you.
Alright, can I... Wait, her chair.
There's no point.
Can I...
No point at all. The more I look at this, the more it feels like an electric chair. I won't see her sitting on this chair ever again. I just don't know how to cope.
Do you realize how stupid this
That
was?
night,
We had a plan.
the night we had that fight,
Nothing like this.
this is where she told me.
No, you couldn't
What a
help
damn fool.
Don't walk away from me. Don't you fucking care anymore? Stop! Get back here.
She was right.
It's all
I wasn't good enough for her.
spent much time here.
You think they would buy it after all
People
this
outside, hang on, I'll get to you momentarily.
time? Months since you.
Just
Trying to
words.
check everything first.
This is
Give me the kerosene.
not life. All the words in these books couldn't bring her back to me. What have I become? All the knowledge in here was at my reach, and yet I was blinded by ignorance.
This was. We had a plan. I took measures to ensure nothing
I'm-
like this would happen.
I'm going to be
But
sick.
no, you couldn't help
There's
yourself.
no booze, no food.
Moving it now. The bulldozers
Even
are
if there
coming
was
any
anything
minute.
left to eat or drink,
Don't
I
worry.
couldn't force it
It's all
down.
covered.
There's no
Spent
point.
much time here.
Do you think they would buy it after all this time?
Fire will do
Yes,
it.
I hear you people out by the window. Hang on. Curious if I need to check the salt shakers and stuff. And this, of course.
Why did she have to be like that? Why did she always toy with my feelings? What have I done to you, my Serena?
Realize how stupid this
I
was?
can't think about
We had a
this.
plan.
I feel
Took measures
faint.
to ensure nothing like this.
Have to breathe normally.
No, you couldn't help
I
yourself.
must have taken her ring off when...
Moving it now. The bulldozers are coming any minute.
Why
Or
is
she
it
tossed
in
it
this
at you.
chest?
It's all covered.
Was it guilt?
We spent much time here.
Disgust?
Do you think they would buy it
Denial?
after all this time?
Fire will do
In
it.
sickness and in health, until death do us part.
Fine. Give me the kerosene.
If only I had died of high blood pressure, at least she would be... Random associations. I remember after our fight just staring at this salt shaker for what seemed like
Do
hours.
you realize how stupid this
Serena was the salt of the earth. She was my pillar, my guardian angel.
this would happen? But
What have I
no,
done?
couldn't help your downfall.
I'm getting hysterical.
Risk moving it
Seeing this, I can't help thinking of pepper spray. It doesn't even make any sense.
It's all covered.
Pepper,
We spent
the
much
black
time here.
condiment. I have to focus on something, just not this.
It's been
I need to stop staring at this idiotic thing.
fine. Give me the kerosene.
Oh, lovely. I was wondering if his
My
face was going to
face.
change at all.
What's happened to my face? Is this my punishment? It's like looking into a mirror.
Do you realize how
I've just been slowly rotting inside all along
bulldozers can say nothing like
until
this would happen? But
I
no, you
took her
couldn't help
life.
your downfall.
I am a demon,
Moving it now.
a destroyer,
Coming any minute.
impure.
Don't worry. It's all covered. We spent much time here.
Do you think they would buy it after all this time?
Fire will do it.
It's been months.
Do you realize how stupid this was? We had a plan. I took measures to ensure nothing like this would happen. But no, you couldn't help your damn self. We can't risk moving it now. The bulldozers are coming any minute.
Fire will do it.
Do you think they will buy it after all this time? It's been months since you...
Don't worry. It's all covered. He spent much time here.
Fine, give me the kerosene.
Let me take a wild guess. I'm about to be burned alive.
Oh shit, we forgot your... Fuck! It was so stupid to leave it. Why did you do that?
Can you calm down? I couldn't bear to wear it any longer. It's in a safe place. We'll pick it from the ashes.
Oh! Please! Let me go!
I'm going to assume, yep. Well, I'm going to say that was Serena. And basically went how I figured. Dude went kind of crazy. Killed his wife. I didn't fully expect for us to die in a fire by random other people doing that. But this does bring up the question of who the people outside were. Because I'm almost questioning if the person outside could have been Serena and the body inside was somebody else, but I honestly have no idea. I'm just like, apparently he killed someone, or at least he believes he killed somebody, and he put their body in the armoire. Which is about what I figured had to be. Honestly, I expected the body in the chest, but after we were able to open the chest, I figured it had to be in the armoire, and that's why that was something that we couldn't open. But this was pretty good. I think the atmosphere was very well done, and it definitely creeped me out on multiple occasions. So, I think you did a great job, guys. Oh. I bet that won't creep anybody out, actually meeting Serena somewhere, since they used her name and likeness. Yes. There's the thanks. I can't say these names. But anyway, let me thank you guys for joining us. I hope you enjoyed this strange, creepy little game. I'm sorry for getting lost and not knowing where to go and stuff, but hey, we finished it. Anywho, thank you so much for being here and watching. I hope you enjoyed it. And I will see you guys in the next video. I love you all. I hope you have a stellar day. Please don't go crazy like this guy. I will see you later. Bye!